Hello, I'm right here at Food and Forest Restaurant, Apo Abuja. It is usually said that when Mama aren't happy, nobody in the house will be happy. Could it be that? Mama plays a very unique role in the life of everyone in the family. Anyway, we are going to be looking at what motherhood entails and all about motherhood. And I'm not going to be doing that alone. I have two wonderful ladies in the house here with me, and they are going to be doing justice to all the numerous questions in your mind about motherhood. We are going to be talking about the things that nobody ever told you about motherhood, if you're planning towards becoming a mother, and all of that will be preparing your mind towards it. So do stay tuned. Okay, so right here I have with me barrister Helen Atta. She is a lawyer, a mompreneur, a digital entrepreneur, and all of that. There's a whole lot about her, and I must say that she has been a good mom. Yes, from my point of view, and all of that. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Also, I have Mrs. Rosemary Ape, and she's also an entrepreneur, and she's doing so well in her motherhood journey. So I promise you a good time with these wonderful ladies. So, ladies, thanks for coming. Tell us something.
Okay, so I'm excited to be here today, and I am all up for this discussion because motherhood has been an interesting journey for me, and it's exciting to have to share it with everyone.
Thank you so much. What about you?
Okay, I'm really glad to be here because it's like somebody calling me and telling me to tell her about the best thing that have ever happened to me. So I think it's going to be an interesting journey. Really.
Okay, so let's go right into it. What do you think of motherhood? What's your
Okay, so I would say that motherhood is the ability to birth children, but not just to birth them, to also nurture them. So it's not just giving birth that really defines motherhood. After giving birth, what do you do? So the whole process of nurturing those children till they become independent adults, I think that's motherhood.
Wow, interesting. What do you think of motherhood before you became one? Like,
Okay, before I became one.
before you became a mother.
Okay, motherhood was like having a child. When you have a child to take care of, a child that you are responsible for, that is what makes you a mother. It could be your biological child, it could be another's child. As far as you can offer care and feeling responsible for that child, for that infant, whatever kind of age limit, I think that is motherhood.
Personally, before I became a mother, right, I was thinking motherhood is just being a mother is just you have your kids, you train them properly, and all of that. I never knew it was this deep.
Yeah, I in fact I didn't think that motherhood was a thing in itself. Like it looked like it's normal. When you marry,
Just
you have
your children, live with your children and your husband and all of that. But
yeah,
it's
but the
beyond
reality
that.
of it is much deeper.
Okay, so did you plan towards it? Like, did you ever sit down to like, I'm going to have a number of children, yes, and all of that? Did you plan becoming a mother, or it just happened?
Okay,
Like,
so as per thinking of the number of children that I want to have, that thought was there. We are three kids that my mom had, so I just had that number in mind that I do not want to have more kids than my mom had. But
what was your reason?
Well, I think that we were quite a handful for my mom, so I could see from her experience that three is just a good number. But to think of actually being a mother, I'm not sure I thought about it. I'm not sure I planned. Oh, this is how my motherhood journey is going to be. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I didn't even think of the kind of mother that I want to be. There was no plan. I just started.
What have been your responsibilities as a mother?
Oh, okay. First of all, I would like to chip into what she has said.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got married. Like, I just got married. I was still in school. I was still a student. So it never crossed my mind to have children in school.
Okay.
And then one day I just started feeling somehow. So I was trying to let me just balance a little. I just got married. The next thing, the doctor said I was pregnant. I was pregnant. So when I called my husband and said, doctor said I'm pregnant, he said, how? So he was like, we were like taking on our ways. But responsibility calls, so I had to start learning how to be pregnant and also be a student. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. I was having 8 a.m. lecture and coming home 6 p.m. So I was just battling with being pregnant and also attending classes. Man, there were times I would sleep in the class. I don't need to apologize to the lecturer. In fact, I was feeling sleepy, so I would just push my books and sleep. And at times I felt very hungry. I would bring my big food flags and start eating, and most of them were very understandable. While some would like, you can't have your cake and you can't eat your cake and have it. Yeah, so it was like some people were mean, but some really understood. So I just became a mom all of a sudden. So I had to start learning from my child how to be a mom. All I knew before was to just, we had this little teddy. In our time we had this rubber baby where we put the hair and make it. Yeah. I thought that was all it
was fun.
It was really fun. Yeah. You just bath the baby. The baby does not cry. It doesn't
wake you up at night.
It doesn't wake me up. But man, when I became a mom, it was really stressful. And then I was this type of a girl that in my home, I am the Ajebo type. In fact, I don't enter the rain all through my childhood. The day I enter, I fall sick. So I watched through the window while my other siblings. But this one, I have become a mom. The first day we came back, I was just trying to take a nap because I didn't sleep all through because of labor pains. Let me just sleep. No, this baby has started crying.
I know, you must attend to that child.
I know, no, breastfeed her. I say, let us sleep now. We are both tired. But no. That was when I knew what I signed up for. It will really take my time, my energy, and I have to adjust. Okay, I usually catch cold, but when I became a mom, I didn't know when my baby is catching cold or not catching cold. So what I did was that I sleep without clothes. I just wear a little something just to cover my body. So when I start catching cold, I also know that the baby is catching cold. So that is how I started experimenting all this, and then I started checking my child, learning about my child, because I know every child is unique. So I had to start learning from her. When she's crying, this is what she wants. When she's still crying, maybe it could be something else. So I had to learn from that particular child and what to do whenever she's crying.
How many children you have now?
I do have 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my first daughter she's 10 years, 8 months, 8 months. My second is a boy. He's 8 years, 7. No, this is November. Yes. Okay, he'll be 9 years next month. And the third child is going to be 8 years next month. Wow. Yeah,
amazing.
So
okay, coming to you, Barrister Helen. Looking at everything she said, how did you cope with your activities? Because I know you are a go-getter. like you're a
You
serious
got that
minded
right.
person. Yeah. How were you able to cope with your activities being disrupted? You set a goal and the next minute you can't achieve it because someone is demanding your attention.
Okay, so initially I used to be really frustrated. Like,
I can relate.
I need to do this thing, or because I'm an entrepreneur, someone has paid me to do something. I need to deliver on something, right? So you're not like, should I say, a salary earner or a 9 to 5 worker where you take a leave, let's say 2 months, 3 months leave and be at home and not work. So I had to like start adjusting to having my schedules interrupted, and it was really, really frustrating at first, but I realized that this is my reality.
Of course.
And you signed up.
This is my reality, and I signed up for it. So the earlier I adjust my mindset to accept my reality and walk around, possible solutions, think of ways to function, to make it work, the better for me. So I became a night owl. I would literally work at night because that's the only time I am sure of not having my schedule interrupted. And sometimes it's even still interrupted.
Okay, there are different types of mom. What type of mom do you feel you are? And tell us more about the various types of moms you've
That I
seen
know.
out there. And
Okay, right. The first mom I ever know is my mom. So I learned, I thought about severally when I'm faced with a difficult situation. I think about how my mom will solve this problem because I'm a mom now, so I don't have to be calling like, mom, I'm here, what do I do? No, I just imagine what will she do if she's in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
And my mom is a very smart woman. She's very smart. She's a hardworking person, and it doesn't matter your age. My mom still gives me money till today, and you dare not refuse it.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, she still gives me money till today. She still gives me
like
money.
mothers.
Like if I'm just at this point where I'm like, no, let me just call her. Like, why are you hesitating? Come, are you feeling like you are big enough? So, but at times you just have to fall back at them. So that taught me how to be a responsible mother. I'm a kind of mother that I don't give my children so much distance because there are some
Prioritize them,
yes
right?
yes especially while I was I got used to them already while I was in school. I had 2 of them in school, so we all had ourselves together in school, so I got used to my children staying with me, except maybe I want to do a very private something like, okay, can you guys excuse me? Now, from doing that, I got to understand the different kinds of, or what would I call it? The talents, the gifts, the abilities of my children, because we are always together.
Yeah.
We are always together. They are not just, okay, go to your room. I'm not that kind of mother. I'm not go to your room mother. They can be in my room. I'll play around in my room. I can be arranging my room and they are doing it together with me. And it is at that point your children tell you things.
Okay.
It's not just when you are sitting, you came back from work and like, mommy, do you think so thing is? No, it is while they are free with you, playing around your things, then they start saying very serious things, and then I'm this kind of mom that we could just relax so much that we act drama together. We could just be in my bedroom, in their bedroom, and my son would like, Madam Juliet, please, where is your? I want to buy so thing, and I just know what he's talking about. What do you want to buy? Say, just give me sugar this and that. I said, okay, tell your mommy that she's still owing me 200. And we will all be laughing. But when I'm serious, they are aware that I am serious. The reason I did this is because my mom told me something. She said, if you don't listen to your children right now,
They won't listen.
very soon they will stop telling you things.
No.
They will stop telling you things. And then they'll find solace in someone else.
Mm.
And may God help you, that someone else might become your worst nightmare. They teach your children what you don't want your children to learn.
Absolutely.
So I give them attention. My son can repeat one thing for like 5 times, but I will still be patient and listen.
Wow.
I will be patient and listen. So that's the kind of mom I am. And then I am also an entrepreneur. I've done all kinds of businesses. I've sold everything sellable.
Yeah.
I've sold everything sellable. The reason is because my husband, there's this my favorite lady minister, Funke Felix. He said your husband is not the El Shaddai, else he shall die.
Oh yes.
Do you understand? So your husband is not El Shaddai. He can take care of all your needs. He can take care of all your children's needs. So what I do, I always fill in the gap. I always fill in the gap. My kids don't know when I am the one giving them providing that thing. And they don't know when it is daddy that is providing it. We always tell them your parents provided them. So I just take my time, provide for my children. Even though I am a mom, I give my time, I still hustle. I still hustle.
Amazing.
So I think that's just roughly the kind of mom I am. And I also know moms that are full-time workers. Those kind of moms, they are always working, and their children barely see them. I really, personally, I don't want to be that kind of mom. It took me, since I started having children, I stopped doing any kind of job that will take me from the house 8 a.m. and bring me by 5 or 6. I stopped it deliberately. I stopped it. And my husband told me something. It is better you have your children now than later when you can no longer have them. So I think I sacrificed these 10 years of my life.
And more.
And more, yes, and more, because we are still counting. Being a mom.
Okay, but at the same time, you're an entrepreneur, so it means you're doing other things.
Yes,
so basically,
absolutely.
you're balancing the
yes.
Everybody is fine, children are fine,
course.
and you're also fine because you're doing what you love, right?
Thank you, yeah.
Okay, so personally, right, when I had my first child, I wouldn't let anybody carry the child. Right now, when I think about that, it's really funny. What's your most hilarious behavior, attitude as a mom? It's also funny that when I go to church, like, this baby is with me until we are going home, and when we go home, I don't let her go out. But right now I feel it's just too funny. So what is your most hilarious attitude as a mom?
Well, I think that for me, it was that over awareness that I now have a child. So I will be hearing baby cry even when the child is sleeping in peace, like sleeping perfectly. So I was constantly checking. And if I'm outside the house and let's say outside the gate, and I hear any cry, it can be even coming from the next fence. I will start running. So there was that over awareness, because I'm not sure I grew up around any mother apart from my mom, and you know how you grow up and you did not experience that's your own yourself as a child. So I do not know how to just anything about babies really. The first diaper I ever changed was my baby's diaper.
Same here.
So
Same here, like, seriously.
I didn't know nothing. So there was just that over awareness that you're a mom now, and so it put me on my toes like too much.
Okay, so how do you cope with people who feel they are doing mothers who feel they are doing better than you as a mother and you're not doing enough, and all the time they try to oh, okay all the time they try to make you feel you're not doing enough.
Hmm. I think that you would, when you become a mom, you'd discover that everybody's trying to teach you how to be a mother, especially in this our unique environment that they say it takes a village to raise a child. Everybody, literally everybody has an opinion. Oh, you shouldn't keep him like this, you should keep him like this. Oh, you shouldn't do this, you should do that. Oh, why are you doing that now? He's going to get sick. So there's the opinions are constantly pouring in right from when you birth the child till even as they're growing, people are still telling you, oh, you shouldn't
So
do
what
that.
do you
People-
do? How do you
so
cope with them?
personally,
How do you react?
initially I was like, okay, because I did not know anything about being a mom, so I would think that everybody means well, everybody's trying to help, so I was just taking everything in, and I think that at some point it became really confusing because you get really conflicting opinions. So I learned from that experience that people are always going to have an opinion about what you do with your child. It's on you to decide what you want to do with your child, the kind of child you want to raise, and how you want to raise that child, and just focus on that. So what I always just do is I always just say thank you, but this is my way. Thank you, but this is my way. Like for instance, there was a day in church that someone you know spanked my daughter for doing a certain for picking something on the floor, and I was like, no, I don't spank my children. You can't spank them for me. And I think something happened at home too. We had someone visiting, and he was feeling like a good uncle, right? Good uncle. And then my son did something, and he used something to actually whoop his bum like. So I was like, when I came back, I was mad. I was raging mad, and I was like, I don't like that. As in, I'm very vocal when it comes to my children. I don't like this. I do not flog my children, and you cannot flog them for me. So when it's just opinions here and there, I'm like, thank you, but this is how I do it. But when it comes to taking that kind of action, I'm quick to tell you no.
When do you start introducing your children to your faith? Like
To my faith.
yeah,
Right from
telling
the
them
day I
about
give birth
Jesus.
to them. Right, okay. My first daughter, I started placing my hands on my tummy, praying for them. I studied the word of God aloud for her to listen, and I start from when I know I am pregnant already, and my husband does that too. You understand? So while they grow up, they just learn it freely, making they understand that this is the way, and they just follow like that. They just follow like that.
And I think that there needs to be more awareness about the fact that your child is not just a body. Your child is a spirit. So even before you birth them, there's
They're
already
already-
spirit forming inside of you, and when you birth them, they already have the spirit of God. They have
They might not
a
understand, but the spirit,
yes.
their
Spirit
understands.
understands.
Yeah.
So there's a subconscious mind, a deposit of God
Yeah.
inside of them that you need to speak
There's
to.
something my daughter does. When we visited my mom, and my mom would always come back home, kneel down, raise her hands to pray, and she would stay by her side, kneel down, and do the same. When we came back to the house, I saw my daughter on her own. She would go and kneel down and lift up her hands and start worshiping. And start worshiping. Thank you so much, ladies. Let's just go to the fun segment. So I'm going to we are going to, because of our time, we'll just do one round. So I'll start with you, Barrister. Like, it's a riddle. So ladies buy me to eat, but they don't eat me. What am I?
They buy me to eat, but
Yeah,
they don't eat
don't
me.
eat me.
Okay, I have no idea.
Okay, let me help you out. Or will you help her?
No idea.
You have no
Yes,
idea
yeah.
that. Okay, please. Invite me to. Okay, so back to you.
Oh.
Do you get? Dorothy's mother has three daughters, right? Jane, Peace, and who?
Dorothy's
Mother has three children,
Mhm.
three daughters.
Mhm.
Jane, Peace, and
and Dorothy.
oh, nice. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Ensure you click the like button, drop a comment before you leave, subscribe, and until our next video, goodbye for now. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.